Hello and welcome back to the Minetrek.net game server. Yeah, still working over here on moving the revised hangar that Bluephobes built um, into the revised Enterprise E build. So, yeah, let's get to it. Well, this is what I mean by inconsistencies. Notice this door pattern here? We have two of those showing right there. Then when you cross over here, yeah. So, big time inconsistency on this. I assume this is the actual finished side, so I'm going to go ahead and mirror this over to there, and hopefully that'll fix the inconsistency issue. But yeah, so I gotta come through here, and I guess I'll go to right there, spin around to the outside here, and we'll take it to right there. All right. Okay, well that's interesting. Before I do anything, I want to see why that happened. I didn't go high enough? It's probably what it is. I'm just curious. Yeah, I didn't go high enough. So let's come up to right there. Do you see how much of a major change that was? Okay, there it is right there. I'm going to recopy. I'm going to reflip it just so there's no chance of me messing it up. Then I'm going to step over here. I'm in the center of the ship. Now watch how that changes when I paste it. How it all shifted down. Undo. So at this point, we'll just go ahead and grab a cotton block here and go all the way up. We're going to copy it, going to flip it, and walk up here. We're going to, all right, so now it's changed everything through here. Let's see if it matches up to sides over here. So everything should be consistent now up to this point. And I'm pretty sure it is at this point. It is almost. I'd be certain that it's probably pretty consistent now. So no big deal. It's all good. We got it working. You know, what else can you do? But plug on. So I've got the first two layers down, and now we can mirror the bottom layer here. So let's go back over to Blue's work area here. Now, when I did this last mirror, I could only grab 3 sections because this section down here is different size than up here. So I just, it threw a little bit of a wrench into the work, but nothing too bad. Again, this is why you break it up into layers so that you can see each individual layer as you layer it back into the ship. It helps avoid issues, per se. But at any expense, I'm going to just fly along here and double check my stuff. Make sure everything's cool. My fingers are being crossed because that last little edit kind of threw me for a loop there. Now, here's the problem that I'm thinking might actually be an issue. Nope, he kept it consistent between the sides. Okay, good. Good. So if this was mirrored, like if I had a lift over here mirrored right here, then I would be concerned. But I think he caught that. So we're going to go ahead and highlight this last section here. Just flying along, double checking things and whatnot. Hopefully nothing too much is out of place here. Now we don't have to replace all of this because the hanger itself only comes back to here. So if I wanted to, I could just come to right there and then move forward a bit and just kind of narrow it down as to what I need to do as far as copy paste goes. That way there I don't have to recopy the whole back end into the ship and everything else. But I want to fly along here and double check down here, and of course there's that. What is that? Oh, it's part of the lift above us. And get that while we're here. Get that while we're here. Fill that one in. That one's already filled in. Let's see anything over here. There, get this. Not going to mess with that. Leave that the way it is. Okay, now I don't believe there was a bathroom and a bathroom right here. I think one of them was an ODN junction, and then there was a bathroom. So we're going to go back to the other build and double check that real quick before I do anything. Let it load. See, there's that shuttle right there. And there's that lift right there. Okay, and we'll go through this little Jeffrey's tube thing right here. That's a bathroom. Is that a bathroom? All right, it is a bathroom. I thought for sure one of these was an ODN junction. That's where the ODN junction is. Okay, so we're good to go. So I'll go ahead and go back over to Blue's work area. Teleport to. Now we have it highlighted. What I can do is, just for the sake of ease, I'll just come to the hangar door right here, and I will copy it right here. And now we'll go back over to our work area. Teleport to. And I am where I'm supposed to be as soon as everything loads. And keep our fingers crossed here. Okay, if you saw it there, it was changing over. Nothing too dramatic popped out at me. So I've got my fingers crossed that everything will line up as we proof it here. Let's go double check our proofing work and see what we got. That's a caution block for copying this. So we can actually get rid of that if we wanted to. Okay. Let's open this up. Come on. Okay, this is for the door. it doesn't matter, you can see the walls and stuff inside here. This is irrelevant. I can always come back and patch that up, but I remembered when I did it, I didn't consider it relevant at the time, so figuring that only a really dedicated Star Trek fan would care to look inside of that room. Okay. Let's go down here real quick. Alright, let's go back up, all the way up. JT. Little service area right there. Impulse Bay. Okay, this is a crawl space area. It's technically not safe for you to work unless you have a spacesuit. We're on the upper level of the hangar itself. I had to go back through here and carpet this room up. Beforehand, it had this texture all the way down, but now this is part of the roof of the hangar, so I just put carpet over it to hide the roof of the hangar. You know, compromises. I'd rather have a better looking hangar than worry about the way that room itself looks. So we'll go up through here, walking along the hangar inside. You can see it on the upper map up there. Then we go this way here, we can look down into the hangar. All of Blue's glorious revision work here on show. Okay. Thought I had a turbo lift up here. Guess I don't. What we'll do is we'll use this right here. We'll drop down into the hangar proper. A little Jeffries tube right here. Now this Jeffries tube was also blocked off, and I don't know why, but it was also blocked off there for quite a bit. So this is the parking bay, and I think Blue's working on this now, but as it is right now, I'm just going to leave it the way it is, just be on the safe side. No reason to mess it up, and I'll wait till Blue gives me the okay. It says, yeah, I pretty much got it done, but you know, do it one layer at a time, just to be on the safe side. Come up into here. This is an upper lounge area, kind of like a pilot's lounge, where they can sit back here and talk shit about the mechanics. This was also blocked off, if I recall correctly. Good, it's no longer blocked off. Forget what this is. I think it's a shield generator. Should say on the sign right here. Atmosphere systems. Okay. Little cubby hole right here to work on things. Goes down, doesn't go up. Goes down, doesn't go up. We step out into the cargo bay area here. We got one lift up to that platform there, and then this one goes up even further. So that platform's there. That platform's down, and this platform's halfway up, and we'll go back up to the hangar here. Yeah, check out Blue's fantastic work here. It is really a major game changer. It really set this out. I mean, he did a nice job with this rework. Absolutely beautiful work with it. It is so much better than what it was. I can't thank Blue enough for taking the time to update this hangar and work on the work that he's been working on down below. Again, we're gonna run into problems where during his day he might get distracted and not be able to get back to things, and we just got to keep an eye out for discrepancies like we saw back there and over there and whatnot. So yeah, apart from that, you know, he's done a fantastic job of trying to keep things in line. You see that tear in the middle of the screen? That's just something to do with Optifine. Don't mind it. But the main concern is when you mirror a ship like this, because the center of the ship may be different than from one side to the other, like with this island. There may be subtle changes, like here we have a stairwell, but over here we have a turbo lift. So we still have a turbo lift over here, but through here it's a pass-through with a little airlock, EVA suits and things and whatnot. And then, of course, you only have a ladder on one side. You don't have a ladder on two sides. So, yeah, that's the kind of stuff you have to be careful when you're mirroring. Keep mindful of that at any expense. Come up here, make sure everything's still kosher. And this rework was tedious, doing the rework of the island and whatnot, so that I could have access to most of the island via, stairwells and whatnot, and get up into the ship proper again from above the hangar. And then, of course, I had to have a space bathroom because downstairs here is a lounge, and I couldn't fit a bathroom into this lounge, so I put it upstairs. Of course, we have the Jeffries tube that goes all the way up here into this area here. And then, I forget, this is probably another atmospheric systems or something. Battery, EPS distribution node aft, something. So yeah, this is like a, I don't know, something to do with EPS stuff. And then, of course, Jeffries tubes. They go to actual batteries. These are batteries right here. And then to a corridor, of course. Yeah, the Enterprise is a fantastic ship to explore. Both the Enterprise D and the Enterprise E here. The E is more complete than the D because the D hasn't been rejoined yet, and I've spent more time in the last couple of years working on, well, last year and a half, 2 years working on the Enterprise E, and haven't done anything with the Enterprise D. So keep that in mind when you do get a chance to tour the ship, that the Enterprise E is a much more completed, fleshed out project than the Enterprise D. Oh no. I don't believe both of these were tractor beam rooms, but they well could have been. Thought one of them was atmosphere. Here, let's do this real quick. We're going to go back to map. I got to make sure I do this here real quick. Waypoint, Enterprise E, teleport 2. Now we're back on the untouched version of the Enterprise E as of the latest update prior to the server coming back online. So when the server came back online, so this build here is about a year old. Yeah, about a year old. Okay. Going to, this is a lab we're flying through, then of course cargo bay, Jeffries tube. Came down too far. Couldn't come down that far. Yeah. Here we are. 6. Make ourselves solid again. So when I finished the first pass revision work, this is the copy of that. And since I've been going through tweaking and making minor adjustments, that's the build that we just added Blue's additional work onto. Cargo hold, cargo hold. See, this is tractor beams, and this is tractor beam systems and batteries. So if we were to go back to that other build over there, this would probably be different because it got mirrored. So I need to copy out this section here. As you see, there's no bathroom right here. So this section of the ship got torqued, which is really kind of discerning, but these things happen. So what I'll do is I'll grab this, and I'll come back this way here. To right there. And that should be the entire section of the ship that we need to copy over. And I will copy it. Then we'll go back to the other ship. And we know it's above us. So we'll just pass through the corridor right here. Okay. So this side here got mirrored over to for the starboard side, got mirrored to the port side, and we know that that's not consistent. So Got to come through here, make sure everything's kosher. Okay. And I'll copy paste that back in right now. All right, so we now have our batteries and all the other stuff that's supposed to be in here is back in here. Not really sure. It's some sort of weird system. Come back up through here, and of course we have to now make sure we didn't mess up the hangar bay. It doesn't look like we've affected the hangar bay. Double check everything, because one change can make a lot of difference. It looks like everything over there is pretty kosher. Okay, so yep, found another little issue, but we fixed it, and I'm very happy about that. Again, this is the Minetrek.net game server. I do appreciate you taking the time to watch. Hit that like button for me, greatly appreciate it. And please come onto the server and check out these builds. There's a lot going on, got a lot of builders, as you can see, and they're working on various projects from the Enterprise Disco era to the Discovery and beyond. And I think there's even a couple of people working on a rebuild of the, I think HD Liggett is working on a rebuild of the Probert Enterprise C-Class, which is pretty good. So yeah, definitely come onto the server and check all that out. You'll have a great time. Anyways, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.